The Geronimo and Gonzolaz show, exposing the truth wherever we go. The GG Podcast News Edition, beating space signals to your kitchen. Hello and welcome back to the Geronimo and Gonzolaz show. And today we're going to be looking at Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones.
Good morning.
Pirates seem to be like the kind of flavor of this first half of the year.
It always seems like there's like one thing.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
And you have to wait. And if you really like that thing, you have to wait until the industry also likes that thing, and then you get way too much of it, and then you start hating that thing.
It's exactly that. Like zombies, but zombies manages to push through still.
Zombies
somehow.
are still around. It's starting
Zombies
to piss
just
me the fuck off.
keeps going. I know.
There's that game coming out called Days Gone, which is zombie game.
Days Gone. I feel like my instinct's that's going to be a failure. That is something that we should talk about, though. I don't want it to be, but I think it will. Anyway, so back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
We got Gonzolaz in the house. He's here, and we're ready to talk about Sea of Thieves first a little bit. So this is a game that I've become a little bit obsessed with. The beta is out, and I'm sending you videos all the time about it. I'm really sad it's not coming out on the PS4.
You send me the videos, and I'm like, well, I can't play this game, so I'm not gonna.
I was seriously considering. I was like super considering buying an Xbox for, just to play this. But player obviously.
And you probably have to get the subscription as well to play the game online.
I know, it should be such a ball ache. It's such a sad thing though. So the reason so I was interested in this game anyway.
Yeah.
But we recently did a podcast about the Skull and Bones game, and there's not really that much information on that game. I feel like a little bit like there probably should be. If they're not shitting themselves right now, to be honest, I think they should be. That Skull and Bones game, I've got some big issues with straight away. We were excited last time we talked about it because we want to roam the fucking seven seas in co-op. Yeah. Now, the biggest problem, we'll still probably...
Or is there anything you've read, though, or something that made you skeptical?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, this is it. So, essentially, at this point, it's like, I think we'd still be interested in roaming around, playing a bit of multiplayer. Unless it's completely shocking, then we're going to do it. Now, a couple of big issues I have, which I think might be a bit of a shock to you, I don't know if I've mentioned yet, is that, firstly, apparently, you don't even have an avatar. You can't even roam around your ship.
Oh, what do you mean? Like,
you don't actually have an avatar or a character. Your character is the ship.
Oh, wait, what? You don't because that was one of the fun things about.
Oh, of course.
Black Flag was that you had your character.
That means you're not getting out on land. You're not going and exploring. You don't even need that much of that ship, but it's more that you can't even walk around the ship. That's what people are speculating. There was someone. I believe I saw in a thread. Someone from Ubisoft say that you won't be able to do that.
You won't be able to leave the ship at all,
or even walk around on the ship, mate. Doesn't right? Okay, so immediately I was like, "You've got to be kidding me."
That's so disappointing if that's true.
I know. But I can't.
You already allowed us to do it in Black Flag. For fuck's sake, why is this so difficult for you, Ubisoft? Alright, well, I haven't seen anything on it, so maybe.
Let's keep a bit of hope, but I'm very, very confused as to why.
That sounds so absurd.
It's like fucking World of Tanks or whatever.
They just took like the engine of like the boat sailing from Black Flag.
But doesn't that sound like they've just done
and
like
cut
World
out
of
everything
Tanks?
Else.
It's like World of Tanks. Who gives a shit?
Oh,
I know. Well, let's look. Let's just.
That sounds like a $20 game, not a $60 game.
Exactly. So, at this stage, I'm like, this is what I saw on a thread, and it was an Ubisoft comment, something about like your ship is essentially the avatar. Now, maybe it was being.
Or maybe they meant like that. I mean, they could So there's the thing about fucking PR bullshit speech. So that could mean like, it's like the way you
ship is the hero.
That could be what he meant.
I hope so. I really hope so. So, I mean, the thing is, this is one of those classic things. It's like, this is why I'm enjoying watching people play Sea of Thieves so much. Is because they're getting into these adventures.
Yeah. And
they're sailing the fucking seven seas, and it looks beautiful, and it doesn't have to be uber realistic. The sea looks great.
Yeah.
And you're getting that sense of it. And I just feel like, hands down, this game is gonna be this game is a million times better than Skull and Bones already.
Right.
But just in terms of like, let's go adventuring. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just go see what trouble we get into. This game has more of that Minecraft quality.
But I feel like this one was built based on the fact that it would be co-op. Like that was
absolutely.
Part of the
yeah, and the other one may not.
The other one feels more like a single player game with co-op stitched on. It's what it feels like.
It absolutely does, yeah. So I'm really sad that we won't be getting this on PS4.
Yeah.
But then I'm so watching these playthroughs. I'm like, man, I really want to sell the fucking Seven Seas so badly. Like, this game's so good, and the cooperation is so cool, and the sea looks amazing, and the weather systems are fucking great, and
if you were to go all out to get it, I would prefer to actually get a PC then.
Well, that's the other thing, and it's like, well, you know, I don't know. That's quite a lot of money to spend on just getting it. I know. But there's a lot of games on PC I want to play as well. So.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I would rather spend more on PC where I know I can use tons of shit
Xbox.
than get an Xbox where I know most of them I can just play on PlayStation.
Well, let's see. I mean, this is coming out
when is it coming out? March?
In March, yeah.
Ooh.
So, you have to see, man. I think it's probably the only game that's put me in a position where I seriously would consider buying a new thing for, because I think like multiplayer would just be so fantastic. It's just pure adventure, and I think that I won't have felt like this with a game since Minecraft, I don't think.
Yeah, well, ultimately I think we'll have to do the wait and see on this one.
For sure.
If it is as amazing as everyone it looks like it could be, then, you know.
Well, because this beta, people are smashing it, and some of my favourite YouTubers are playing it to fuck already, and it's just so much fun. So, I already think this game is an absolute winner. Yeah. Skull and Bones, there's not really enough information on it yet, but to be honest, if I was them, I'd be shitting a bit of a brick.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they have a lot more to do.
This other one seems to, you know, it's obviously made. I think it's made by an indie developer, like a much smaller team.
Sea of Thieves, yeah. There's a lot of care that's gone into this. You can tell.
Yeah, but it's obviously a lot more care and cool stuff has been put into it rather than, you know, the sort of AAA factory made, ready for a mainstream audience. Skull and Bones. Although I probably will sell a lot more copies than the other one.
I don't know. Sea of Thieves is really, everyone's going nuts for it. We'll have to see. I mean,
you can't really talk about how the community is reacting to it, because oftentimes you'll see games which people love and people talk a lot more about, and then when you see the actual sales figures, there's a lot of people who aren't in the gaming community who buy games.
Right. Yeah.
So when you see the actual sales figures, you'll often see that Call of Duty is still the best-selling game whenever it's out. Still.
Yeah, I mean, which is insanity. It's interesting.
So, but a lot of the game community hates that game because it's so oversaturated. But, you know, it's still the biggest seller by far.
Shit. Madness.
That's like the discrepancy between the gaming community and the actual complete crowd that buys video games. I think a lot of people underestimate. They think like what is reflected in the gaming community is what is actually true of how the games do financially. Which is why I'm pretty certain that Skull and Bones, unless it's a complete absolute turd, I'm pretty sure because it has Ubisoft and they have a lot of money that they can spend on marketing. I'm pretty fucking goddamn sure it will sell a lot more than
That's a good point.
Although it has been supported a lot by Microsoft, obviously, since it's an important exclusive to the Xbox. But I haven't really seen it. Like I followed the gaming media a lot, so that's why I know a lot about the game. But I haven't really seen any commercials for it. Like when there's an Assassin's Creed game or a Far Cry game coming out, you'll know it's coming out.
Oh, you know it's coming out, man. It's true. It's true. Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
So
I think you know. Look, I don't want to completely poo-poo Skull and Bones because
we'll wait and see. We'll keep our judgment until the game is out. We are fair.
But I want it to be good because I want to sell the
me too.
Seven Seas, man. Do you know what I mean?
And I love Black Flags, and I'm like, why can't you just do this, but simpler and better?
I feel like they're gonna fuck it up big time, mate.
Why Ubisoft? Why?
You guys,
we will make an hour-long rant video about this if Skull and Bones is shit.
Let's see. Well, we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. So I think that's a good enough place to leave it with this one. But go ahead, check out some of the better footage of Sea of Thieves, and I think you guys will understand where I'm coming from. You can throw up into a bucket and throw it into a guy that you've locked into a jail at the bottom of the ship. So, I mean, you know, what else can you ask for? Alright, thanks for joining us, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye!
Geronimo and Gonzolaz.